What I love about fly fishing is being outdoors, being near water, the beauty of the landscape. And then when you hit it just right and you place that fly just perfectly and you just watch that fish come up and take, it's really fun. My name is Karen Daly and I've been fly fishing my whole life. I do think it's good for people to get a little instruction. I grew up doing it, so I never really had instruction, and I probably have bad habits because of it. But I think that you could probably lessen the frustrations of learning to fly fish if you have some good instruction initially. So a tip for the beginner is to get a good pair of polarized sunglasses, because you can actually see the fish in the water. If you just look at the water without sunglasses, you just see glare and sunlight. And so a pair of polarized sunglasses actually let you see through the water and into it. If you can spot a fish, if you're dry fly fishing, you have a much better likelihood of catching the fish. The other thing with fly fishing is that you have to watch the fly all the time. And it's challenging, with sun on the river and glare and things. And so the more you hold that fly and you keep your eye on that fly, then when you cast it, you've got your eye on it, you know exactly where the fly is. If the fly's downriver and you've lost it, you're going to have to find that fly before you can actually start casting. It's important to remember in casting to not bend the wrist back and forth. And that would be your natural inclination, because you see somebody on film fly fishing and it looks like they're just flicking it. But if you actually watch them, you keep your forearm and your arm straight and you don't bend that wrist. And you go back and stop at about 12 o'clock and you flick forward to maybe 10 o'clock. So one of the frustrations with fly fishing is that there's a lot of line out and it can float downriver and it can get caught in your shoelaces and it can get caught in your gear that you're holding. So one of the things I've learned is that I control the line. And I typically hold on to my fly a lot because if the fly's floating off free while you're dealing with your line, it's going to get caught on something. Those hooks are really, really sharp. So I usually hold the fly in my hand and then I deal with my line, and I try to always control it. And I don't know how I do that, but I've developed just certain ways that I do it. I'll hold when I'm initially starting and I need to get line out. If I'm going to do a cast across the river, I'll hold the fly in my left hand and I'll just pull the line slowly. I'll pull out a little bit and I'll flick it to get it out beyond the eyes of the fishing rod, and I'll pull and flick it, and in that way I get some line out, but I still have the fly in my hand, so that when I'm ready to cast I can drop the fly and actually do a cast, and I know where that fly is.